Deion Sanders, aka Mr. Primetime, has been getting a lot of media attention lately. In my perspective, I would say that the attention has been good. However, I don't say that the attention has been good because of his success as a cornerback or a top cornerback, shall I say, in the NFL, nor his success as the head coach of the HBCU Jackson State Tigers. Mr. Sanders got my attention because of the positivity of his character that he displays, the accountability that he demands of himself as well as others around him. And last but not least is his relationship as a father that he has with his children. Those are the things that I am impressed with, and I give gratitude to Mr. Sanders for exhibiting on a daily basis. I love his consistency as a man, and more importantly, I love his consistency as a father. I saw an interview that Mr. Sanders had with the Seven Figure Club. And from that interview, I abstracted 10 quotes that Mr. Sanders had shared, and I would like to share those quotes with you. Number one, he said that everyone has talent. They just fail to exercise their gift.
We recognize your story. There's folks here in the multicultural community of which you were part of, Fort Myers, Florida, that you grew up in.
Right.
And we're serving a demographic that's been overlooked and underserved as a result of financial education. And a lot of them aren't as talented as you are. A lot of them aren't as talented. And when we're thinking about...
I'm not going to say they're not talented.
Okay.
They didn't just exercise the gift.
Exercise that gift.
We're always blessed with talents. Every last one of you have a talent, but it's on you to develop and exercise and go get it. That's on you. That's not on mama, that's not on daddy, that's not on the friend, that's not on the homie, that's on you to go get it. So all of you got something inside of you that is just screaming to get out, and it's about time that you bring it out.
Number two, work ethic, talent, and character are good, but most importantly, you have to believe in yourself.
When does talent stop until work ethic takes over to get to the next level of domination?
Well, I like work ethic and I like talent, but I also love character. Character is going to keep you where you want to go longer than you really need to stay. Work ethic is unbelievable. Talent is as well, but sooner or later, it's something that's inside of you just has to want it. You have to need it. You got to go at it like it's that next breath that you got to take, that nobody can stop you. And the closer you get to it, you're going to have naysayers, you're going to have doubters, you're going to have people that's close to you, that even in the crib with your laying beside of you that don't believe in you. I know I stepped on somebody's toes right then, but it's okay. That's what I came here to do. But it's up to you to wipe the tears out your eyes and go get it. Because my motto when I was 7 years old is I believe. I got to Jackson State and I started saying I believe, and they thought it was something new. I've been believing for a long time and I'm not going to ever stop. Now it's about time for you to look to that person next to you and say, I believe. I believe. I mean, you got to feel it. You got to embed it. You got to embody it. Don't just say it with your neck all slanted. You got to put your neck upright and say, I believe. I mean, I believe. That's right. Without a shadow of a doubt, you got to believe. You got to want it. Because everything you want is going to be something in front of it that's going to keep you away from it. So you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to roll your sleeves up. You're going to have to put Vaseline on your face, ladies. Take your earrings off. Take your lace front off, baby. You're going to have to go get it. You're going to have to go get it.
Number three, you must always be at your best when the spotlight is not on you.
Those aren't my top plays. Let me tell you why. Because see, my top plays happen at practice when no one was looking. My top plays happen in Fort Myers, Florida, when none of you knew anything about me. My top plays happened when it was no camera there. See, those are the plays you just caught on camera. Those weren't my top plays because I practiced like I played, so when I played, it would be practice. Yeah, you were supposed to clap right there because that was straight.
Amen to that. Yeah. Come on, get up to practice, please.
So there's somebody out there right now, the light ain't on you, but keep making plays. Nobody's talking about you, but keep making plays.
That's right.
I know your sales numbers aren't where your friend is, but keep making plays. I know nobody's talking about you, and you're not on the leaderboard right now, but baby, keep making plays.
Number 4, don't mistake my confidence for selfishness. The better I am, the better my team, and the better my family.
Coach, with all that, were you ever a selfish player?
I don't know what selfish is when you're playing a team sport.
But even on a team sport, it was my stats, my thing.
No, it wasn't about me, but the better I did, the better we were. So you could see it as selfishness, you could see it as braggadocious, you could see it as individualism, but the better you are, the better it's gonna be for your company, the better it's gonna be for your team, the better it's gonna be for your family, the better it's gonna be for your kids, the better it's gonna be for your siblings. So you got to do your thing. I love team, but in the middle of Deion, there's an I. In the middle of the win, there's an I. In the middle of prime, there's an I. So I knew I had to do my job to make it easy for everybody else.
Number 5, don't be afraid to bet on you.
Sooner or later, you've got to bet on you. You believe in everybody else, you clap for everybody else, you support everybody else, you baking cakes and making cookies for everybody else. But when are you gonna look in the mirror and believe in the darn person you see? It's about time for you to believe in you because you got it. You got it. You just got to bring that thing that's on the inside out. So when I went to the combine, I already knew what I had. It was just time for me to show the world. And that's what I did.
Number 6, don't allow my confidence to offend your insecurities.
So when you're looking at the story of you getting in a limo, getting in a limo, you ran out to do your 40.
Yep.
Did you even look back to see what your time was?
I didn't have to. Because sometimes in life you know that you know. You don't have to look back and see what your sales are because you know what you know. You don't have to look back and see what your engagements are because you know what you know. You don't have to look back and see how effective you were because you know what you know. Sometimes you got to know what you know. They're going to call it cockiness. They're going to call it arrogance, but you're going to call it confidence. Because I don't want my confidence to, I'm going to say something and I want you to hold on to it, all right? Get your cameras ready because this is game. Do not allow my confidence to offend your insecurity. Oh, if I could get up and dance, I would dance right now. If I could get up and shout, I would shout right now. Do not allow my confidence to offend your insecurity because I dress like I dress because I'm confident. I look like I look because he's confident. We walk like we walk because we're confident. I don't even use cologne. Now, somebody asked me, what is that you're wearing? I say, confidence.
Number 7, be careful who you choose as a role model. Choose Jesus and someone you can touch.
If there are athletes right now, whatever sport, and you like their example on the field and also off the field, and these are your kids, who would you tell them to watch?
Jesus.
That's player. A great recruiter, I hear.
Yeah, but see, oftentimes you got to understand those things that you see, those things that you clap for, those things that you cheer for, those things that you idolize, they're not role models, they're models playing a role. You don't know who they are. You just saw them doing what they're gifted and blessed to do for 2 hours of the day. Could you imagine if the world got an opportunity to see you at your best for 2 hours a day, how your profile would just be enhanced, everything would be wonderful, everything would be so different because we're showing you for 2 hours doing what you're gifted to do. But what happens to the other 22? See, that's where the problem occurs. That's where the trappings of life occurs. And so oftentimes we do fall into those trappings. I would advise you to be that role model for your child, for your friend, for your homies, for that person that looks up to you and looks out for you. You need to be that person. The role model should be somebody you can touch. My mama was my role model, man. My mama was that. My mama was all that in a bag of chips.
Number 8, you don't need the assistance of any chemical substance, nor the derogatory language that goes along with it in order to be successful.
I've never been high a day of my life. Hold on, I'm not done. I've never smoked or sipped a taste of alcohol, wine, or anything in my entire life. So all the stupid and the foolish and the idiotic things out there that I did, I just did that, all right? I was not under the influence, but that was really me, all right?
Number 9, don't be afraid to be a forerunner. And as you are a forerunner, don't be selfish to lead others.
The top 12 cornerbacks in the NFL, their average salary was your top salary when you were playing.
I love it, because that means I was a forerunner. You think I'm gonna sit here and be jealous and to be upset of another man or another woman when God has blessed me the way he's blessed me? That ain't even in me. I'm not a jealous person. I'm not an envious person. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you the game. I'm gonna give you the playbook. I'm gonna give you the knowledge. When I see a kid taking a left when he should stay right, I pick up a phone and call him. I don't even have to know him. I mean, rapper, entertainer, athlete, anything. I pick up a phone and just say, look, man, God has called me to be a navigational system. I'm not perfect, but I'm darn sure present. And I'm gonna get it right, and I'm gonna try my best to lead you to where you wanna go, because I know how to get there. And I made a lot of mistakes, but I'm able to go back and say, no. It's like that. It's like that fighter. He's in there fighting, and you guys are in there fighting. You got to have somebody in the corner saying left, right. Okay, hit him with the left, hit him with the right. Oftentimes you try to do all this stuff by yourself, and that's not going to happen. You're going to have a coach. You're going to have a team. You're going to have somebody that has your back, that's able to give you direction, and you got to receive correction. And not toot your mouth up and twist your hair and start rolling your neck and start snapping around in a circle. You can't do all that. You got to be able to accept direction and correction.
And number 10, regardless of what life hands you, there comes a time when you're going to have to wipe your tears, take a shower, put on a new suit, and you just got to get back out there and go get it.
What is the loss that comes out to you right now? It's probably one of your toughest losses in your career, whether baseball or football.
My money in divorce court twice.
Okay.
That's probably my toughest.
Football or baseball, divorce.
It's probably my toughest loss. It was a tough fault case, but I lost some. Man, God gave it back to me in the end. But no, straight up. Honestly, that was my toughest loss. Just going through the nonsense of life, understanding that someone you lay with, you produce children with, is going to come out to be a darn war about something you worked your butt off for, and that's traumatic. But guess what? Sooner or later, you got to wipe your tears, put on a new suit, take a good shower, and get back out there and go get it. Okay? It's a lot of you right now. You need to thank God that he left. You need to thank God that she played you. You need to thank God that they did you that way. You need to thank God that they walked away. You need to thank God that you got strong enough where you finally said, no, you ain't doing me like that no more. And you need to thank God that it happened, because if it hadn't happened, you wouldn't be as strong. You wouldn't be as tough. You wouldn't be as resilient. You wouldn't be as provocative as you are now. So some things we got to thank God for, because God is trying to move that out the way so he can usher in and blessing you to a whole new beginning. And that's why I am.
We hope that you enjoy those 10 quotes from Mr. Sanders. I know I certainly did. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and share. We appreciate your support of the channel. Thank you for watching A Father's Note.